Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. Alright, let's check it out. Let's see what we got for you right now. We got a quite an interesting brand that's been out of the market for a very long time already. Decades, more than 50 years, I would say, if I'm not mistaken. What we got in front of us right now, just to be exact. By the way, this is the resin model, so we know. What we got in front of us right now, it's a 143 scale, 1959 standard pennant. I'm not sure if you say pennant, Pennant, not sure. I heard different people say different ways. Now this model right here, the one that we're looking at right now, it's been on the market for only 2 years, I would say, if I'm not mistaken. Actually 3 years. It was in the market between 1957 until 1960. They made over 42,000 models. They sold over 42,000 models. This model right here came with a pretty small engine, 948 cc's, which I think they consider them a 1.0, straight 4 cylinder. Only came with a manual transmission. If I'm not mistaken, this model right here was considered on the entry level standard model. You know, it was quite an attractive car. I like the front. I like how pointy it is. Like each of their edges is a very pointy car, like the front end and the back end. By the way, so I could get more into details about standard. They only were in business until 1968. So, and that's when British Leyland, they merged with British Leyland. This is one of the first from the British models, one of those first ones that started going. They're little by little, all these British brands were dying. When I'm talking about Standard, I'm talking about Hillman, I'm talking about Riley, I'm talking about Wolseley and Austin, and on and on and on. Unfortunately, all these beautiful brands from England, from the UK, it they just went one by one. I don't know what happened to them. They were a powerhouse, especially for Europe, in Europe, and not only in Europe. Let me rephrase that. In India, they were big time sellers. They're British cars. Obviously, we know that India was part of England. I'm sorry, India was part of England for a very long time until 1948, if I'm not mistaken, and other countries like Australia, New Zealand, and then you'd be surprised. I could tell you because I'm a witness. There were a lot of these British cars, especially in Uruguay and Argentina. There were a lot of them. I remember seeing them when in my youth. I remember seeing them, a lot of them on the road, standard. I remember seeing the Austins. And I'm talking about South America. A lot of people may say, "Oh, really? I thought only the American cars." No, actually, to make it more clear, I think European cars always been, especially I'm talking about the southern cone of South America. The English and all the European cars were always a lot more accepted than the American cars. I've seen other countries that are the very opposite. I'm talking about Latin America, like Venezuela and Mexico, and even Colombia, I will say. They're very into the American cars, even back in the days, but not so much the Southern Cone. It was the opposite for us. But going back with this car, I love this two-tone color. These resin models are made by What was it called? I forgot. Heritage. British Heritage. I bought a bunch of them. I bought almost the whole collection. I love them. I love British cars. They remind me a lot of my youth. I love their style. They're so attractive. It's just one of those cars that you one of those brands that you say, why did they all go out of business? I know maybe they're into problems with the company itself, but it's a shame that almost all the British brands were out of business. I think only Jaguar and Land Rover are the ones that are like Aston Martin, but Aston Martin's a supercar brand. I don't really consider them everyday car for everyone to drive. Jaguar probably and Land Rover are the only ones that are still around from those those eras. All right, guys, I'm gonna go around a few times and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So, what do you guys think about this car? Do you actually, is anyone here remembers these cars in the days? Have you seen them on the roads? I don't remember specifically this model, to tell you the truth. I do remember the other standard model. Standard, what was it called? I forgot. The other one was a little bit more popular, at least in South America. It was a little bigger than this one, but almost around the same timings, late 50s, I will say. But I forgot the name. I forgot the brand, right? The model actually. I I'm about to get one of those actually. If I remember, I'll mention in a future video, because that will definitely stay in my mind now. It will stay on my mind until I remember it. But alright, please don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. You see, I give you guys all the options possible with my channel. You're not gonna get bored. You're gonna go from an all English car to a Japanese newbie to a station wagon from the 50s and 60s to another car that will come. I don't know. It's really unexpected. You're not gonna see in this channel, at least, you're not gonna get one brand only over and over again. I don't find that too much attractive. People want to see different type of cars, and people want to see any type of cars. I'm a person that I get bored if I see Ferrari, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Ferrari, and over again. You don't see them on the roads every day. Many of those cars do not even bring you back memories from your childhood, because it's not like they were on each and any other street beyond maybe the city center. That's it. All right, guys. Please do not forget me to give me. Please do not forget. Oh my God. Excuse my tongue twist. Please do not forget to give me a beautiful thumbs up. I will always appreciate them. Don't forget to click and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.